Good morning, stampers and fellow crafters. Hello, it's Nemi Batstone here, and I am coming to you from my crafty studio in Cooks Creek, Manitoba, 20 minutes northeast of Winnipeg. I apologize for being late, but I was on a call that ran a little longer, and I couldn't just hop off. And so I apologize. So I'm going to assume many of you will hopefully get the notification that I'm here, and if not, thank you for joining me on the replay. And just a reminder to don't forget to like, share, and comment, because then that way I can catch you and put you into this week's draw. Good morning, Kathy. Thanks for joining me so late. I apologize, and I had so much fun this past weekend creating with you. I just wanted to just keep going, you know. And speaking of creating, let me see here. So last week we had some fun with product of the month, except for the first day because I thought maybe it wouldn't look as pretty or work. But good morning, Shell. Thank you for joining me today. So the first card was this one on Monday, which was Global Design Project, which was about featuring colors. Hello, Christine. Are you on the treadmill this morning? And then we focused on product of the month. And then on day 2, on Tuesday, we just did some simple designs using ephemera pack and just creating with it, doing tone on tone and then color through, just so you could see how it actually die cuts. And then on Wednesday, I cased the catalog, Stampin' Up! Catalog, and we did a die cut again with another die shape. And then Thursday, we went to use some retired product. And oops, I forgot I had to put that in there for my photos. And then we created a fun flap. And then Friday was another one where we also used the impressions plate and just created a fun card that we could create with. So the winner of this week's cards, I did the draw, is Lucy Laliberty. So thank you, Lucy, for joining. I'll be sending you these cards to Alberta for you. And looking forward, oh wait, wrong person. Haha, your other sister. So let me just double check here to make sure things, sorry, I just lost my feed. So I just want to make sure my feed is working again. I apologize. It is a manic Monday. Do you ever have those Mondays where, or any of those days really, because it can happen on any day, where everything kind of goes in a haywire? Like, my son this morning, like, he needed a ride to school, or he requested a ride to school because of, they're supposed to go perform at the legislative today. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but whatever. It's freezing cold. It's fall again in Winnipeg. So, you know, we have to prepare for that. Hang on here. Something is wrong. Oh, Facebook. Love you, hate you. What can I say? So anyway, at home this morning. Oh, right. Okay, I slept in this morning too. I didn't hear my alarm go off at all, or it did while I went to the bathroom or something. And then my husband turned it off, so then I slept in. Good morning, Colleen. Hope you're recovered from the weekend. Thanks for joining me. Okay, chaos, massive chaos here on my desk, as you can see. So Global Design Project, I never know what it is until the morning of, so I get up nice and early, and I slept in to create, and it was like, and then I had to charge the kids, so I was a little behind. But before we get into that, I just want to remind you that I've gone through the list, and I'll be sending out an email to everyone who receives a free kit to my craft along at the end of the month. So you can come in person or you can do it virtually. So I'll be sending an email asking you, do you want me to send you your kit, or would you like to come and create with me at my home on Thursday at 1:30 in the afternoon? And then I'll do it virtually that same day at night at 7 p.m. Although our practice schedules have changed, but hey, I'll figure it out. Let's Get Crafty Club is this month as well, and it features the Fern and Flora suite. So I had tons of fun with that this past weekend. I'll show it to you, some projects I've made this past weekend. So if, you know, I love doing a scrapbook retreat because, you know, that's what it's about. So I got to get some scrapbooking in. So this is one of the Fern and Floras. And this was a sketch challenge. So I did one of them using the Fern and Flora. Like, look at this beautiful moth. Isn't that stunning? Anyway, this is what the layout told us to do. And I'll just go up a bit. It was like most of our sketches were 2-page layouts. So I did this one and used the Fern and Flora. And then this is another one I did, which will be part of the May Craft Along. And then where's my other one? I have 2 more. So 2 more for our, I've got Let's Get Crafty Club half done. And where's my other card? Where's the other one? It's here somewhere. I thought I had it. Oh, there it is. So these are 2 cards we'll be creating for Let's Get Crafty Club. So if you join Let's Get Crafty Club, you can get that. And also if you come in person, you can also do Let's Get Crafty Club and the May Craft Along at the same time and just use my stuff if you like. What else did I create? Oh yeah. So then this was another one which we're going to focus on, which also involves in colors. So I'm also wanting to run an in color club. So I'm hoping you're able to participate. And I'm looking for 5 people to sign up because then that makes it easier to split and share. And then there's also this one that I made on the weekend. And then I've created this one as well, which was our trip to Niagara Falls. So I just have to put my journaling, a title here, I should say. Add some journaling in here. And this 2-page spread is really nice, really ready to go. You really like those cards? Yeah, like which ones? The Fern and Flora? Those green ones with the fiddle head? I love these. You know, I love the fact that it has a huge fiddle head in there. And I'm like, you know, it's just stunning. That's all I have to say is, like, this is my leftovers after playing this past weekend and creating. But look at that beautiful fiddle head in there. Anyway, it's absolutely, this paper, as soon as I saw it, I think it's going to be one of those that are going to sell out because it's a suite and everybody was just like in awe. So like, I love it. And it reminds me of Hawaii when we went to the tropical, what do you call those? The tropical garden, and they had fiddleheads everywhere. And then even our meals came with like fiddlehead in our salads, which I thought was like, wow. Anyway, and it's yummy. I don't think I would be able to cook it, but because I don't know how, but and I don't know if we can really get them here. So that's another thing. And I hope you took advantage of scrapbooking, National Scrapbooking Day, because I did. And then there's product share. So I'm going to try and come on around 2-ish because, yeah, the green ones. Okay, yes. So that would be, that would be these. And then, and share what's coming in the product share. And I'm going to share a little bit of in color, but I'll share that too, because I want you to be able to see it so that you know what you're getting and what the pricing, how the pricing works. Okay, and then reminder, starting tomorrow, May the 4th be with you, because that's today. Tomorrow is the 5th, which means we're launching our new everything. We're launching a new product of the month, which is now $7, not $5. So for $7, you're getting 12 sheets, one-sided, of the vellum. I'm super excited, so I can't wait to place my order tomorrow. And then we'll use, again, the last week of the month to create projects with that one. And then new starter kit program. So today we're playing with the in colors. And again, I'm like, you got 2 ways to get these ink pads. You can join my in color club and get one every month for 5 months and get 2 cards every month, get all the colors and matching coordinating stuff. Or you can buy the starter kit as of May 5th to May 31st. You end up joining my team and we meet once a month. and create, and you can get all 5 of these inks for free. Now, the other option is you can also get $50 added on and pick out $215 of your own product. And so you could add these if you wanted to, or just pick something else and then get it at a discount later. So you get 20% off to start. And then you get, after you reach a certain amount of sales, you get 25% off. So good morning, Janice. Thanks for joining me. How about you? Have you recovered from this weekend? We were all at a crop this weekend, so it was so much fun. So much fun. Okay, so if you want more information about the starter kit, just message me and I will gladly fill you in on how that actually works. Okay, so I've got dies here. So Stampin' Up! Is also rolling out, coming May 5th, a new set of scallop dies. They're circles that are obviously wavy with the hoot, hoot, hoot all around. I don't have them yet. They're on my bucket list to buy in May. So I'm using the deckled square circles today instead of a plain boring circle. So I've picked one out. Where are you? I would have prepped more if I didn't have to drive my kids. But so I picked out a circle and I'll show you what we're creating. And that's this one here. So look, I didn't even put it on the back yet because I didn't have time. But I thought I would show you some different ways on using that. This is the In Color paper. So if you join my In Color club, you're going to get, each month you'll get these sheets. So you'll get this sheet and this sheet. So they have 4 patterns. So you'll get the 2 full sheets. If I have to ship it to you, and instead of porch pickup, then I have to cut these to 6x12s. Because unfortunately, shipping it 12 by 12 forces me to put it into a package and costs you more shipping. But if I split it to 6 by 12, it's way less shipping to you. However, if you want to just pick it up, then that makes life way easier. And I will leave it as a 12 by 12. So that way you could just do with it as you wish. So again, this is the front, this is the back. So they're all the same. So each month, 5 people who are in my club will get 1 of each, and like 1 whole set, so you get 2 pages, depending what color of the month you are. I don't know why there's an extra in here. Oh, probably because I pulled it from another pack accidentally. I have 2 packs of these, so because I wanted to create lots with it. So anyway, you'll get 2 card templates, one using this, and then another one using some other paper, whichever paper I choose. So that's fun. You also get colored Coach cards. Where did I put my Coach cards? Oh, what a mess. So anyway, I will go in more detail with that at 2 o'clock when I'm a little more organized. We didn't even get home yesterday till I was gone from soccer from 9 to 5. It was like a job yesterday. Then we came home and then my husband and I both made supper. And it was crazy. So, by the time we were done cleaning, because we decided to do chicken wings, because kids wanted chicken wings. Well, then, big mess in the kitchen, and it's 7:45. Ugh, it was insane. Anyway, let me show you some of the other cards I made. So this was a fun card we made. I did one of the make it, take it's, they call it. So MIDI. So this is fun, and I think we'll do this at some point and show you with some different product. I'd probably fix a few things, but I'll explain that later. Here's one of the In Colors that I also created. It was tons of fun, and it uses Olive Flutter, which is another set, and uses the paper we're using today. And I haven't even done my sample pages. This is one of the May craft-alongs. So this one and this one and this one will be your May craft-along this month. So if you place an order in April, you're going to receive a card kit to create these 3 cards, and then we're going to create them on the 28th. Okay, that's it. I had so much fun this weekend. It was nice to just be me and not have to be the host, right? Okay, so we are creating with, and I didn't have time to make my sample card, but we are creating with this set called Bloom Boutique. So this is one of the new designer series papers. And the fun thing about this one is it features all the In Colors. So if you join my In Color Club, you'll get one card made with the one set, and then another card made with this set. Okay, and this has the fun paper color. Sorry, I was cutting with it and I was trying to do butterflies and whichever out of it. So I was really playing and designing with it this past weekend. So that is, I believe this would be like more of the Barely Blush. And on the back you have Hydrangea Hue. So then here you have the Hydrangea Hue, and then I would say more of Barely Blush by Crisp Cantaloupe at the same time. Oh, there's another Flutterby. And then here is Crisp Cantaloupe. And then here, oh, you got Hydrangea Hue and Peaceful Pine more in that one. Along with, like, actually that one has all 5 colors. And then here's your Golden Glow. So real pretty. More Peaceful Pine with Hydrangea Hue. So, and then all through each of these, I don't know, I think you can see it. You can see some shimmer there that reflects, and that is the gold that is running through it. So one of the cards I created using that butterfly set was this one where I focused more on, so I forgot to bring gold. So I made my own gold strip and then added some garden green instead of the Peaceful Pine, just to twist it up a bit because we're using so much of it anyway in all the other colors. So I wanted to use something a little different. So this is what we're working with. So I thought we would recreate this card, but maybe do something a little different. And this week's product card class and series focuses on words and wishes. So this is a new bundle if you want to add this tomorrow. It is gorgeous paper, Janet. I love it. And if you want a sampling, like a 6x12 of all of that, you know, you can definitely join the DSP share again, because there's like 14 new sets of DSP, Designer Series paper, coming out tomorrow. And it's like, I can tell you, it's been a long time since I've actually said I like it all. So I'm quite impressed. So I have to offer it all. So it's worth having a sample of each, let me tell you. So this week, I really like this one because it has big letters. So look at these. So we have die cuts that cut out thanks, thank you. So you could go thank you, for you, happy birthday, birthday wishes. I mean, for scrapbooking, that's massive. This has best, so best birthday. What else? Best wishes? Is that such a thing? And then you have a bunch of leaves. You have one sentiment label, and then you have confetti. Oh my gosh, imagine gluing all those. I don't know if I could. And then you have the the birthday cake, sorry. I don't see the candles on here. And so you can see it here, but these are all the different sentiments. And I really love how this has so many different sentiments. Long ones, short ones. You put the yay in every day. So lucky to have you. We're also going to use this as well for In Color Club for using the In Color strips. So we're using these two. So that is something, if you pick this up, you're definitely going to get a lot of ideas done for you already in this week's series and for In Color Club. So lots and lots of fun. Okay, so let's get crafty here. So I did one in Hydrangea Hue, so I now want to do one in Peaceful Pine. And then I will hopefully do the rest later. Or how much time do we have? What time is it? 9:30. Oh yeah, I was late though. I was late by 10 minutes. So technically I have 10 extra minutes. So just saying. So if you have to leave at 10, I totally understand. It's my own fault because I was on a call. And unfortunately, it wasn't a call I could say, hey, I really gotta go now. So I have people waiting for me. Can you please speed this call up? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, so we have that. Oh, there it is. I was looking for it. So these are my color coaching cards. So I will print these out, and every month for In Color Club, you'll get a coaching card that helps you match your colors together. So that way you actually know what goes, well, it's not what you know, but it's just ideas on what you can coordinate the new In Colors with to create some fun designs. Okay, so we might use that today. And I'm missing Golden Glow from my scraps here. I call them scraps because I already opened up one pack and I'm already on to a second pack. My gosh, these things go fast, I'm telling you. Oh, it's gorgeous DSP. I cannot like, I don't know how else to say it. It's just, you know, and it's hard to really show off on here because, I mean, it's better than a picture because it's, you know, it is what it is. But, okay, I have 2 card bases. Okay, and I didn't pre-cut anything, so I didn't have time. Kids, I tell ya. Kids, kids, kids. Okay, so this is 4 inches wide. And I'm gonna, oh yeah, and then I'm gonna go 5 1/4. So now I have 1. And then we're not gonna toss this one. It's so pretty, we will reuse. So I have that one. And then I'm gonna grab, what? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where's all my papers? Golden Glow. Let's grab Golden Glow and go 4 inches again. And then 5 1/4. So now we have 2 pieces, right? And then we need a card front, or we could just use the whole thing as our base, but I'm going to just use it as a card front so I can maximize this. Oh, and I have a new blade. Hallelujah. So glad that came in late on, just came in on Friday as I was packing up to leave for crop. And I was almost finished packing and this van pulls up in the driveway and blocks my way. And I'm thinking, oh, does this customer not know where to park? Because, you know, my husband's a mechanic, so he has his shop here. So people just come and drop off their vehicles. And I'm like, I need to leave soon. And he's in my way if he's coming in to talk to my hubby. And it just so happened he was dropping off my Stampin' Up order. So I was like, thank you. Now I have blades. I'm like so happy. I was so happy. And it was perfect. Although Kathy had my back, so that was good too. It was perfect. Okay, so we're doing tone on tones because, you know, that's the way I roll. That's the way I did my design. Although you can use your coaching card and throw in a different color in there. So we're going to take the other halves that we have here, these guys, and we're going to cut it with our deckled shape. And I'm going to move. Uh-oh. And I already did it. You know, I showed you which decal we were using, or which circle shape we're using, and I already lost my circle. Are we really shocked? No. No, we're not shocked. Oh, wait, no, I wanted to do one slightly different. So hang on here. But I still need to find my circle, unless I stuck it back. Hang on. I could have did that, because that would have been the smartest thing to do. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, there it is. Ha! Whoop, there it is. Okay, I found it. Is it this one, or is it one size smaller? Yeah, we'll go with that one. Okay, let's move my circles where I know they exist and where I know they'll be. And that way we're good. Okay, so we need to cut 2 circles. We don't need a full circle. We need a partial circle. Because we're not doing the whole thing. Because, did I even show you the design? Here it is. It's so simple today. Sketch challenge. So, that made life easy this morning. So we're going to put our circles in there. So I'm going to cut the majority of the circle. And I'm going to cut down here so I still have strips up there to use if I want to use. And I'm going to make sure I have at least a 1/2 inch strip there. So then that way I can do a 1/2 inch sentiment. So a 1/2 inch is this. I chose to use white. So I need to cut right about there. Okay? I'm just going to stick a piece of tape so I don't lose sight. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in my Big Boss. Okay, we're going to do this together. And I'm just going to line that up on here. I'm cheating and using my magnetic sheet. And I'm doing 2 at once. So you can cut 2 pieces of cardstock at once. And the way you do it is by running it through twice. So that's 1. And I'm going to pull back 2 so that it can cut through the second sheet. Sometimes, depending on your plates and your machine, you may need to do it a 3rd time. So don't assume just because I did it in twice that it's going to work twice for you as well. It just depends on your machine. But 90% of the time, 2 is enough. So I'm not lying. Okay, so now we're going to switch. And I'm going to bring in another new product. So this new product launches tomorrow. And this is the Flora Spray Embossing Folder. And it has this gorgeous, oh, I think I had one. Where was it? I had one cut already. And I had it in my little baggie, which I put somewhere. So, I don't know where I put it. Has this gorgeous flower in the middle that also cuts out all these leaves, which follows the Lily of the Valley suite. So here's an example. And this is what we did. This is a real quick and easy card. But the embossing is what throws you. And then you have that beautiful flower. So what we're going to do, and I think I'll use Golden Glow. And I'm going to turn this one sideways. Oh, where's my front? This one. And I'm going to put that flower there in the middle. Now I'm going to go a little to the right in case I want to cut some of that off. And we're just going to line that up. And I'm going to get a little bit of other pattern, but that is my focal point for this card. And in fact, I think I'm going to go a little higher as well, so that way I can also put my sentiment along the bottom and not hide my flower so much there. And then if I use a sentiment strip, I won't be covering up that flower too much. Beauty. Okay, so to do this guy, we're going to need our gray plate. So it's a 3D, so I only need 1 and 4. Every machine is different, so make sure you know which plate you need. You only need to run it through once, but because I have no room over there, I'm going to run it back towards me, because otherwise I'll be knocking down all my supplies. So it's not necessary to run twice. And voila, there it is. Look at that gorgeous flower. Now, you can also take white and go and really make that pop, right? And you can also, if you prefer the backside, you're more than welcome to use the backside. That's why it's called 3D. And then you could color that in if you wanted to as well. But I'm going to leave it as is because I like it and I just wanted to show it to you. Okay, so that's one. Now let's bring in another one. You can do the impressions plate, which is what we did last week for 2 days. So please go back and watch my videos from last week, because I shared with you how to use an impressions plate with a die, and it was a lot of fun. So here I have another one, and this is the new Fern and Flora. So that is the one I also used for, which is used in this card, and you can see it here, how it's impressed onto there and created this nice embossing folder. So here's another new one, and I'm debating if I should use it or if I should just do the impressions. I think I might just do the impressions. So there's that one too. Now the question is, how quickly can I find my background. I probably can't. So that's probably why I didn't do it. Because I don't even know where it is, to be honest. No clue. Okay. So we're going to leave that one. So let's just make sure I'm using enough techniques to just show you the differences. So when you go and do this, you can pick which one you like the most. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so we did that and we're gonna color, we're just gonna stamp the other one. Okay, so this one we're gonna stamp, this one we embossed, and then the other one we put presents on. So this one's gonna go there, this one's gonna go here. Now I need 2 half-inch strips, really nice long half-inch strips, and you get half-inch strips every time you cut down a layer. So now I have 2. And this one has lots of sentiments. So it's to a friend we're celebrating is what I'm choosing. And there's also, I hope your day is delightful, which is long strips. So that is why I'm using these. So where's my sentiment? There's this. I'll just bring you down a bit. Good morning, Barb. How are you today? Thanks for joining. So I need Peaceful Pine. And Golden Glow. Okay. So the only one left I didn't do is Barely Blush. Okay. So let's do this. Okay, wait. I need to find my... Okay, here it is. I forgot to punch first. So I'm going to take my old retired punch. Slide that in there. So I have my tips, and then I know that'll be my ends. Try not to get it in my ink, so because that would be pretty funny. Okay. Oh, my eye. Oh, you're never late. I was late too, Gail, so don't feel bad. So I get an extra 10 minutes of your time because I came on at 9:10. I was on a call and I couldn't get off my call. So, you know, what can I do? So we're going to stamp this. And it says, to a friend worth celebrating. It is so long. I probably should have used my Stamparatus. But it's stamped pretty darn good. So that's pretty good. Because I always get paranoid when I stamp things that are that long. That they actually don't complete. Because... I get it all funny because I didn't push in the right spot. So that's always my paranoia. Okay, this dude's done. Let's build in or bring in Golden Glow. And I'll have 3. Oh, what's the other one? Crisp Cantaloupe I didn't do. Oh, or is this more crispy? I don't know. You know, it's hard to tell. Like, I should show you the two-tone. Oh, well, anyway, I'm going to show you that later because that's part of your gift. So... Again, drop in place. Oops, I rocked. So hopefully I didn't ruin anything. Oh, that looks pretty good. And I rocked it, which was kind of scary, but it worked out okay. Okay, so now we just need to trim those ends. And I cannot trim an end straight. Oh, we'll just cut it when we put it all together. Okay, so some assembly required. So on this one, we're going to stamp. So instead, I thought of actually, so this one's going to, oh, wrong color, but you know what I mean. So this one goes like this. And then we have the, we could do the cake and we can do, oh, I thought they had a confetti. They didn't. Okay, so we'll do the cake. There's cake and presents. Who doesn't want a birthday with cake and presents? So we're going to just stamp right on here a cake and some balloon candles. I think there's candles as well. And this is just showing you how you can just stamp right off. Now, I thought they had the confetti as a background stamp, but they don't. Oh. So I'll just stamp the cake. So we could stamp the cake multiple times throughout this, and maybe that's what we'll do. So I'm gonna move that out of the way. So you can take any stamp you like, I'm using this one, birthday cake. And we need Peaceful Pine, again, because we're doing tone on tone, because we're focusing on in colors. And I'm going to just drop that. I don't have room, so I just threw this away. These are magnetic, by the way, so they want to cling, or you could pile it on top because it's magnetic. But my trimmer is here, so I keep banging into it. So I'm just going to test this real quickly because I haven't used it yet. So let's see what it looks like. Oh, I was slightly, oops, that was in my way. Huh. There we go. Not bad, not bad. So I did clean them off, but I wanted to make sure. So let's stamp one right about here, because that's where I know I want to put my label. And then we'll stamp a couple more, you know, down here. And then maybe I'll stamp a tail piece up there. And a wee bit over here. Another one, maybe up there, and a little piece right there. Just to give it a little bit of character. So if you're using a smaller background, then definitely go smaller. Like add more, close your gap. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm like, what's the word? What's the word, bird? Okay, and squeaky squeak. I'm gonna grab, there's a couple candles in here, but I know I'll screw that up, so I'm just gonna grab one candle. One candle. I'm like, where's my blocks? I still haven't unpacked. So bad. I haven't unpacked from the weekend yet. Oh, I still need my green, duh. Okay, so then I'm gonna take my candle and I'm gonna stick one. Oh boy, I hope I get this right because I cannot see. Candle there. Candle here. And a third one on this one. There we go. Whew. Look at all that ink still on there. So when that happens, I just grab, get rid of it. And then I can clean it with my chamois so that I'm not moving all that ink around. Okay. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so that's 3 different ways to make a circle look pretty. So, just because it's a little blah. So, some assembly required. So, let's get assembling. I know I ran out of Seal Plus this weekend. So, let's get this Peaceful Pine going. It's a beautiful hydrangea hue in the background. Add my initial for some love. Throw that on there. And look at me, I'm a mess already, can't you see? Okay, so I'm gonna add this, and I went flat on this one. Boring. Now let's see. I wanna see if I wanna, oh, just got ink on my paper trimmer. I think I might, do I want to go all the way? Oh yeah, I guess I can. Let's see. Let me see. Yes, I can. So we'll add that. Ink over there. Okay, and then I'm going to grab some dimensionals. Flippity-doo-dah, flippity-ay. Okay, and we're going to add, I think it's about there. Yep. I'm going to put 4 because it's a long one. 3, 4. Okay, and then we're going to add that right underneath that cake stand. Ta-da! So that's 1. Now let's do the other. So this one we embossed. I'm going to take this. That crisp cantaloupe. I think that's crisp cantaloupe on the back. So crisp cantaloupe is actually a returning color. Did you know that? We used to have it back in the day. Don't ask me what year or when. No, it was not an interview this morning. I went to 2 interviews last week, though, so that felt really good. This morning it was about soccer. Excuse me. So, Benjamin's soccer coach called me because fields are not ready, and yet next week we leave for Toronto. So we're playing in the big Umbro showcase that has over 100 teams playing in all different age groups. And so, there's concern that we're not ready because we have not had enough outdoor field time thanks to Winnipeg's beautiful weather. It's fall again today, by the way, so I hope you didn't pack up your winter gear because, damn, it was cold this morning. And so, I hope that doesn't ban me from Facebook. But we're like, but we need to be outdoors because when we hit Toronto, we're playing outdoors. And also, we haven't had very many games. So it's all been just practice. So we need to get out there. We played this weekend yesterday. So apparently yesterday my son had a game in the morning and he scored 2 goals. My youngest, that is, Bishop. So he plays on the U15 team. And he scored 2. But they played indoors at Duckworth, which is here in Winnipeg. That is our downtown university. So in the heart of Winnipeg. So he was indoors. And I'm like, okay, Bishop's indoors. And we're the only team outdoors. And then, we had an hour to kill in between. So then we went to the mall to buy the kids' clothes because, they keep growing. And then went to Ralph Contafio, which is on Waverly, for Benjamin's outdoor game. Apparently, it was all sunny and nice, barely any wind, no clouds. And then we show up and the weather changes. And it becomes clouds rolling in, wind picks up. Like, it was so windy, you could hear it in the game recording. And so... and so you push that ball too high in the air, then the wind was just carrying it. Okay, I have a little bit over, so just gonna cut that. You can see it. So I'm just gonna trim this edge here a bit. Hopefully that makes it look okay on that side. Okay, you're gonna have to tell me which color you like best, by the way. Okay, so we have that. So now I'm going to bring in the in colors because I think we need a little bling. There it is. So part of In Color Club as well, you're going to get 1/5. So if you're green month, you get that green strip. And then you're also going to get all the flutterbys. So this one could use flutterby. Oh, I don't even know if it really needs. Do you think I need to put dimensionals on that one? Yeah, my other full-time job. Exactly. So coach calls today and he says, man, you need to find a field. And I said, yeah. He goes, well, why is the club not getting us fields? Because that's not what they do. And every year as managers, we're scrambling to find fields until these, locations allow us to play on their field. So, he's like, we got to be outside. I said, I know that. What do you want me to do? I can't do anything. So then he's like, I need you to call around and find us a field. I'm like, oh. So guess what I get to do this afternoon? Phone around and find us a field. So I'm like, great. Thanks. So anyway, I know I'll find us one. It'll eventually come. Maybe I should add the flutterbys on this one so you can see what it looks like. So let me do that. Oh, I think I have a pack already open. Yes, I do. So we were playing with these at my birthday bingo bash. I know, right? It's like, so this one has no gold in it. This one does. This one has gold in it too. So here are 3 designs. So you have to decide. Maybe I'll add some on there. So like, these are 3 out of the 5 instead. And yeah, that's, it's funny because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they threw in a 6th one, which is white. And I'm like, what? But here's the fun thing. You can color those. So Shell says I should add white butterflies to the yellow one. Oakley dokley. So, and then there's one lonely. I don't know if this is pink. I think it's, or sorry, cantaloupe. So slide that one over. We slide you in the cantaloupe. Oh, he's a bigger dude. You're bigger. You go over there. Okay, oh look, I have, what did you all do at Birthday Bingo Bash? That all my butterflies are like all over the place. Let's use that one. Okay, so I can stick one maybe down here because there's an open spot. And then we'll stick a couple up here. And let's use the bigger ones because I don't want them drowning in the color. So we'll stick one there and then stick one up here going to the other way. So, or I could probably overlap a bit there. Okay, and then maybe move you a little bit more up so you can be seen. And that's the two. And then this one is thing. So let's pull out, let's use up. And I like how everyone kind of goes in the middle. Like there's no rhyme or reason. Let's pick this one versus the top. Oh, so entertaining. One. Let's take the last big one. 2. And 3. There we go. Oh, now we're not even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, does that throw it off? I don't know. They always say do things in odds because it looks better. But I don't know. Okay, that's our 3. So, Chris likes the golden one. Colleen can't decide. Oh boy, it is a tough one. So now these I'll just lay on top of thick basic white. And then I'm going to leave them blank. So, love the golden glow card. Yeah. Oh yeah, I read that one. So there's 3. So here I stamped and die cut and put them on. Here I embossed. So pick whatever embossing you want to that circle. And then here created my own background and just stamped directly on the circle. So you have lots of options. Don't leave that circle blank and use it. Cause like, I mean, I did it blank. I was like, oh, what am I going to cover with that? So that was my first. And then I said, oh, let's do different techniques. So those are 3 different techniques you can do to that circle to give it a little bit more wow. Now, also, you could, even though, you know, the global design project was very bland and just said put a circle and put a strip, you can definitely add more bling or more shapes into here however you like. But I wanted to give you something to spark your inner creativity, and when you create the global design project, hopefully one of these ideas can help you finish it off perfectly. So I didn't need the extra 10. That's awesome. So thank you for joining me. I'll be back again around 2-ish. So I don't know. It just depends how long it takes me to get things organized. And I'd like to share with you the designer series paper share, and as well as in Color Club. So and then I'll just tell you what else we have for May and why my schedule is so crazy. But anyway, I hope this helps. And if you can't join me later this afternoon, don't worry. It's always on my YouTube channel. And then you can join me again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for another live for Technique Tuesday. So thank you for coming in. And don't forget, we have the starter kit. Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's the day. And we have all this fun stuff. So like, share, comment. Oh, Kathy says the green one. Yeah, awesome. So don't forget to like, share, comment. When you share, I actually get a notification that says someone shared the page. So then that's how I capture you. So last week, thank you, Kathy. You'll get 3 entries for commenting, liking, and sharing. And last week my wheel was full. It was like 64. It was, I think, 64 entries. It's either 64 or 68. I can't remember. So that wheel was really full. So thank you for participating and taking the time to be here. Have a great day. Happy stamping, and see you later.